Hey guys, what's new? I know I've been off YouTube for a little minute, but I had a personal goal. A few days ago, I completed my challenge. I was able to turn $13,000 into 145K in a matter of 90 days, taking just one trade per day. Of course, trading US30. And today, guys, I want to let you know what's new is that many of you have been asking for signals, and I give signals for free. That is right, free US30 signals, and I've now included NAS 100 as well. You can click the link in my description to find out how you can be a part of the signals group. We are doing amazing, guys, and I'm so excited for that. Today, we had over 263 points. Trading US30 and NAS 100 had about 179 points. And I want to show you the play and how easy we were able to capture that. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is a blank chart, and I just want to show it to you before you see my marked up chart. We have some imbalance down here, but when price creates demand above an imbalance area, it's kind of letting you know that it does not want to go any further down for that time being. It all marked up here. And this was about our take profit area. I do still see that there's room for US30 to go higher, but I do want to get into how I knew where to take price to today. Although this looks like it's been pushing down, and you know, a lot of people would have wanted to target this gap and the imbalance beneath it. How was I able to foresee that at 9:30 we were going to take a buy and capture so many points? Well, let's get into it. Last week Wednesday, if you had your premium and discount marked up on the daily time frame, you would see that we had reached daily discount. So I like to have multiple charts up. Sometimes I don't clear all of my charts because I like to see the progress. So here, according to my premium and discount on the daily time frame, we touched that daily discount. This was an indication that we were looking for buying opportunities after Wednesday. And there's a daily time frame area of interest up there. There's a small gap, as you can see, and this is where I wanted price to go to for the last 2 weeks. This is what we were looking for. This is what we were waiting for. But guys, it's very important to go from the higher time frame down to the smaller time frame. The higher time frame gives you such valuable information. The smaller time frame gives you precision, where you're actually able to join with the trend. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame. This was the power time frame for me today. This is where I got my opportunity. And before I take you back, before I rewind time to show you my markup, I do want to show you exactly what it was that I was looking for. So on the 15-minute time frame, guys, I did the same thing that I would do on the higher time frame, and that's find my swing high, the last push up, and the last push down, which you can see here, this being my swing high right by the previous day's high, which is also a target, and this being the last push down before we started to break structure. When I measured that, I was able to get my 15-minute premium and my 15-minute discount. And as you can see, right, I wasn't up and I wasn't trading, but when I opened the chart, it looks like at 5 a.m. we touched discount, this discount area. It also looks like we swept the liquidity over to the left, right? And after sweeping that liquidity and tapping discount, it looks as though price did not want to continue to break lows. And somewhere around 9:30, guys, we got this little pullback, and that was where I told the signals group to execute the buy, and it was amazing. So now let me clear this chart, and I want to show you how I'm able to do my markups. I do have a third chart. Let's go ahead and put that third chart back up there. And here we are. And let's get into that higher time frame objective and work our way down, so I can show you guys how easy it is to continuously get profits from US30. Now the thing with US30 is you have to be on the right side. You have to know exactly what it is that you're doing. You have to know what the market's intention is and how you want to execute. That's very, very important. So here on the daily time frame, as you can see, I marked the previous day's high and low. Of course, the previous day's high was going to be a target. Here's this area of interest on the daily time frame. This is a bearish area. This is, you know, when you're marking your OBs or area of interest, they're either going to be targets for take profit, or they're going to be entries. So depending on how price reacts to this area, I'll know if I'm looking for continue buy or a sell. And let's go ahead and mark that swing high and swing low, last push up, last push down. And this is a visual that we are in premium. And you might say, well, why are we looking for buys in premium? Because guys, I told you that last Wednesday we had touched discount. So therefore you need to find a premium on a smaller time frame, or discount on a smaller time frame. Correction. You have to find your discount on the smaller time frame because we're in premium on the higher time frame. This is where we tapped into the daily discount. So I'm going to go ahead and take the fib off. And guys, the objective was this. Even though we were down here, this was the objective. So price started to show us that it was breaking structure to the upside. This is where we start to move down on the smaller time frames because you want to get an entry. And as I stated, the 15-minute time frame was the power time frame for me today. And let's go to where price actually opened on Sunday. This was Sunday's open right here. This candle was Sunday's open. So let's go ahead and push back to Sunday's open. As you can see, we created a swing high because price started to break structure to the downside. And we still had this area as a swing low. So if you go ahead and you pull out your fib, you can now mark your 15-minute premium and discount. So here's premium here. And then let's go down for discount. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's take the fib off and let's let the chart be a little bit more clean. And a lot of my students, as well as myself, if you marked this chart up before Sunday, you would have had this area to push up from and this area as well, both located in discount. And all of this in the middle would have been liquidity. This is where people possibly bought from and they have stop losses beneath it. And so when Sunday opens, we want a few things to happen. We want to see some manipulation happening. If we want price to continue higher, we want to get some discount, number one. So we want to see price go down. And then when price is going down, a lot of people get manipulated into taking sell positions. They have these areas in discount and people strongly want to see price push down into these areas. And we just want to watch to see how price moves from that area. So if you had your charts marked up prior to Sunday open, you probably would have been looking for this. You want to see price come back down into discount, or you know, if you're trading before, or if you're trading on Sunday, you probably took this opportunity. I personally don't. So let's let this play just a little bit. That's that Sunday open candle. It comes down, it takes out all of that sell side liquidity, these previous lows here. And I want to see when it taps into that discount. Okay, so now we're gonna go into Monday. Okay. And here's that Monday. I think this is at midnight. So that's that midnight candle. We come down and we take out the midnight candle, and this is where we tap into that discount. Tap into that discount right there, guys. And let's get into that 930. Let's go. Let it play just a little bit more. So as you can see, price is kind of consolidating just a little bit. And then here's around that 930 right here. We break structure. We get a pullback into here. And this was our entry, all based off of price tapping into that discount area. So guys, this was a beautiful, beautiful trade. And as I stated, what's next for US30 is that I want to see how price reacts up into this area. So if you guys can get a pullback and continue with the trend up into that daily time frame area, let me know in the comments how it goes. And guys, if you are excited about me finally offering signals, make sure you guys sign up.